All right, so here we go. We have just 6 games left. And when you look at that, it's going to be, it's unique because you have 6 games left. And here it is. Here are the standings. There's a lot of big games today. As you see, New York is the winner of the National League, but it's quite easily. I mean, Florida, second place, only has a 2-game lead over 6th place Atlanta. So they could be out of it, and they're in second place now, so every game is tough. St. Louis, well, I mean, they're down by 4 with 6 to go. I don't think that they're going to, I think some team will, win in the very beginning, but mathematically they could be 86 and 76 and maybe finish second. I mean, mathematically, but more realistically, third or fourth. They could, but they're down. They got to win every game. They have to. They won one yesterday. Today's game is Detroit and Toronto. Toronto has a 1-game lead. Texas is also looking at this game. It's the start of a 2-game series. Boston and Milwaukee have to win. They're open. Detroit wins today, and Boston and Milwaukee win. Texas also open the same thing. Toronto will win there would be a big step forward. Oakland's within striking distance, 6 to go, but you just never know. So here we go. St. Louis and Florida, you never know. Oh, Arizona, Atlanta, there's a lot of really good games, but right now it's going to be Toronto and Detroit. Very, very big. We're in Detroit again. And if Detroit loses, they're in big-time trouble. Because if they were to get swept, they'd be down by 3 in the last space with 6 to go. With 4 to go. They'd be down by 3 with 4 to go. So this could be their playoff chances right here. So it's very, very big here. Toronto and Detroit. Beautiful day. So we're ready to go. You are going to have Brett Laurie, the DH, start off. You have Laurie, Thames, Bautista, Encarnacion, Lean, Hill, Escobar, Davis, and Arencibia is the catcher. One person hitting over 300. On the other right hand, you have Jackson, Damon Cabrera, Rayburn, Avila, Ordonez, Santiago, Ng, and Everett. Now, Rick Porcello is 13 and 14, a 4.45 ERA. Almost twice as many, a little bit away from 2-1 Ks to walks. And we're about ready to go. So we're about ready to go from Commercia Park. Very big game. And the first pitch, that'll be on the ground. Third to first, that'll be 1 out. So a lot of Detroit Tiger fans loving everything here. Show us support for the Tigers. As remember, this is the Tigers season. Toronto wants it to be big. Remember, pitch by pitch comes in the playoffs. Here's Eric Thames, a right fielder. Thames, pitch to Thames. That's going to be behind the right field. And underneath, they'll make the catch. 2 outs. So 2 outs there. Very big. Toronto and Detroit. Here's Bautista. Jose Bautista hitting 248. 39 and 114. Porcello. I'll be on the ground and a base hit, so that's big for Toronto. Anytime you have people on base, a single, especially with 2 outs, you never know. 1 run might do it. It might be a 2-out rally, you never know. Here's Edwin Encarnacion, first baseman. High and deep left field. And caught! Almost over his head, but caught. They say it's great. He robbed him of a home run. We're going to have to look at that again. If he did, that's huge. It's scoreless. Let's see, a 5-star play. And let's see. Oh! What a play in left field, and that was big. I mean, right now, you have Rayburn. He's going to get an ovation. Here's Austin Jackson now. Ricky Romero, 19-9, 4.42 ERA. He has a little bit more strikeouts than walks. Not the same. But then when you have that, you got to worry about your pitches, you know. Struck him out. That's number 1. And down goes Detroit, bottom of the first, 1 out. Now here's Johnny Damon, 242. He only has 9 homers. So Damon, I know he's at the tail end of his career, walked him. So you have a strikeout and a walk. You have exactly what we've seen so far. So here we go, bottom of the first, 1 out. Miguel Cabrera, first base. That'll be a high pop fly underneath, and that'll be a catch, 2 outs. 6 games to go. You have Damon on first, who walked, and here's Rayburn, Ryan Rayburn. He's the hero so far, 2 outs. The pitch, that'll be on the ground, third to first. And that's the end of the first inning. We're scoreless in this gigantic baseball game. Just the things that you're seeing. St. Louis up on Florida. Florida's got to worry. I mean, we were saying before, it might be a real packed race to the end. It might be. We got to check the other scores, but that's a big win. If St. Louis can hang on. Lean, Hill, and Escobar now. Second inning. Here's Lean. That'll be a high pop fly center field. It'll hit the ground and a base hit. So remember, every base hit is huge. Everything is absolutely huge for Toronto. Now here's Hill, Aaron Hill, the second baseman. He's hitting .307. He has 42 RBI, 14 homers. The pitch. High and deep to left again, but it's right there. And it'll be 1 out. They don't move. Wow, Rayburn. Rayburn, a hero that was right to him. Here's Escobar. You know, Escobar, the shortstop, his 500th at-bat of the year. Oh, it's a bunt. They bunt it. They'll pick it up, throw to second. He is safe, and he beats it out. And that is big. Instead of going to first, getting the out, he goes to second inexplicably. Here's Davis, the center fielder, Raji Davis, 268. He's been on fire with 1 out and 2 on. The pitch, and can't have it. Tried to bunt. The 1-2, high into left field, and caught again. Rayburn has to be another 5-star. Another 5. Rayburn has to be the player of the game so far. He's robbed him of 3 runs, at least. And Arencibia. Arencibia now. Struck him out, and that'll end it. Detroit, loving every second of this. Their playoff hopes are on the line. Bottom of the second inning, Avila Ordonez in Santiago. Avila, hitting .255. And struck him out. That'll be 1 out. So Detroit, they're not getting many people on. Detroit yesterday got absolutely killed, 13-1. It was Maglio Ordonez, the right fielder. Ordonez, that's going to be a shot to right field. It'll hit the ground and a base hit. So Detroit will actually get a man on. Bottom of the second inning, 1 out, and Ordonez again yesterday got the first hit for Detroit. And today gets the first hit for Detroit. Santiago, Ramon Santiago, second base. And that's going to be fouled it off, the 2 strike. High and deep to center. Caught. It's going to be 2 outs now. Ordonez still on first. And Brandon Ng hitting .234 now. Did it hit him? It did hit him. And now there's 2 on, and a lot of people with their eyes open as Adam Everett will come up hitting .230. A chance for Everett to give Detroit a huge lead. Struck him out, and that's it. And Detroit survives out. We go to the 3rd scoreless. A surprising number of base runners for no score, and here we go, the out of town. Only games that count that I can see. Minnesota's getting killed by the Yankees. They keep losing and losing. St. Louis beating Florida, that's huge, because St. Louis will get a game. Kansas City in the bottom of the 2nd. No, top of the 2nd will be Cleveland. Nothing there. Cleveland wins, will make it 3 games maybe. Just starting out is Arizona and Atlanta. Texas and Baltimore in a gigantic game. There, the Rockies in LA. Do we have any finals? Philadelphia at Pittsburgh. That's huge. Oakland and Washington. That's another big one. You got to watch Oakland. New York already clinched. Texas, Texas and Baltimore will be starting. But anyway, that is huge. So now, here's Laurie Thames and Bautista. Laurie now, Porcello, 31 pitches. Laurie high center field. Will it be long enough? Yes, and it hits the ground. Laurie to 2nd, and he's got a double to begin this 3rd inning. He gets a double. That is very big. Here's Thames. Eric Thames, right field. And that'll be hit hard. They'll get him to 3rd unassisted. 1 out, but now in sacrifice position is Laurie. So eyes up as Bautista wants to knock him in. Porcello. This is big for him. High and underneath. They might have wasted it. And they did. 2 outs. Wow, now they got to hit him in. Encarnacion. Edwin Encarnacion hitting .280. 22 homers, 80 RBI. The pitch. High into right field. Underneath. And the catch, 3 outs. Wow, we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The score, Toronto nothing, Detroit nothing. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Jackson, Damon, and Cabrera. So, good averages. They tried to get Damon sandwiched in there to up his average. Not happening. Ricky Romero, 40 pitches coming into this inning. And that'll be on the ground. Let's see, we haven't had a 1-2-3 yet. And that'll be 1 out. Remember, there was a walk in the 1st inning to Johnny Damon. 1 out. And there's Damon again. First official at-bat. He walked the last time he was up, which is not an official at-bat. And he walks again. So what they're doing is they're really pitching around Damon, and they're firing at, here's Cabrera, who's 0 for 1 today. They walk him, and now 2 are walked, and Porcello is in a jam. Toronto wants to win this game desperately. They'll be up 2 with 5 to go. And they'll guarantee themselves a lead after the series. They lose this, and they're tied. So here's Rayburn. And it gets away, and it'll be 2nd and 3rd now with an out. That's incredible. So Rayburn That'll be on the ground and a base hit. One's going to score for Detroit. Are they going to try a second? They won't. It'll be first and third now. And this is big. There's one out. It's 1-0 Detroit. Detroit feeling really good about themselves. Here's Avila. Alex Avila. From Romero. Struck him out, and that'll be 2 outs. They lose the sacrifice. And now they go back to regular positions. Here's Maglio Ordonez, the right fielder. He's 1 for 1 today. 2 outs. High pop fly underneath. And they got the shortstop coming in and making the catch. Wow, we go to the 4th inning. Let's score. Detroit 1, Toronto nothing. Top of the 4th, Lane, Hill, and Escobar. Adam Lane, the left fielder. And high and looking underneath. That's going to be a catch, 1 out. And here's Aaron Hill, second base. So they hit Aaron Hill. And he'll go to first. So Toronto, this is really big for them. There's been base runners this entire game. They just haven't gone in. It feels like a hockey game where you have 90 shots on goal, but it's at 1-0. So Escobar hitting 251. That'll be on the ground. Let's see, a dive. It'll be 4-3. They get one of the outs. They get the out at first. There's going to be 2 outs. So here's Davis, Raji Davis, center field now. Porcello to Davis. Struck him out, and that's it. So Toronto keeps their man on second base. Go to the bottom of the 4th, 1-0. This is really big for Detroit. You have Santiago, Ng, and Everett. Ramon Santiago is 0 for 1 today. They're trying to get through the lineup a second time in 4 innings. Porcello. That'll be a looper and caught in foul territory. 1 out. Toronto's an interesting story. Before the All-Star break, they were dead in the water. They were bottom third of the league. Then they really, really caught fire. And now here they are at 1-0 down, but with a 2-game lead over Detroit. Brandon Ng, third base. Struck him out, and that's going to be 2 outs. So Adam Everett, 0 for 1. St. Louis 4, Florida 1. Struck him out again, and that's it. We go to the 5th. Detroit 1, Toronto nothing. What a game and what everything so far. The out-of-town scoreboard. Games that matter. New York still leading Minnesota very big. St. Louis, Florida closed the gap a little, but they're short of time. Kansas City and Cleveland in the 4th. Texas an early lead over Baltimore. They need to win. Texas can gain the most ground, but they got a tough schedule. Arizona leading Atlanta, and that's very big. Atlanta doesn't want to go down. Taking a look, Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, 5 quick ones against the Pirates. And that's big. San Francisco and San Diego. That's a huge one. But to get that early 5-0 lead is big versus Pittsburgh, a team that has shown that they can give you fits. Arencibia against Porcello. And walked them. So here's Laurie, Brett Laurie, the DH. 1 for 2 today. High pop fly. And caught. So that's going to be 1 out, top of the 5th inning. Here's Thames, Eric Thames, the right fielder. He's 0 for 2. That's going to be a gap shot. That might tie this game up. I didn't expect this. It goes all the way to the wall. And going around third, let's see what they do. They're going to throw it in. He will come home. And we have a tied game at 1. Eric Thames has tied the game at 1. A huge game that's going to shift the American League playoff positioning. And it is 1-1. There's Jose Bautista, 1 for 2 on the day. Struck him out, and that's going to be 2 outs. So 1-1 game. And now Encarnacion. 0 for 2 today. Porcello to Encarnacion. High pop fly underneath. And making the catch. Bottom of the 5th, we're tied now. So here's Austin Jackson, Damon, and Cabrera. And Austin Jackson, Ricky Romero, the pitcher. 86 pitches already. Just a lot of pitches. High and deep to left field, but it is caught. 1 out. Have to think about all those runs that were saved by Rayburn. There's Johnny Damon. And they walk him, a 3rd straight walk to Johnny Damon. I mean, I'm wondering about that. 3rd straight walk. And here's Cabrera, Miguel Cabrera, 0 for 1. And that'll be on the ground 4. That is 3 unassisted. They throw. He is safe. At second, 2 outs. And here's Rayburn, Ryan Rayburn, 1 for 2. He has the only RBI. A couple great catches in center field. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. High and deep to right. Let's see if this drops. It will not. 3 outs. We go to the 6th inning. We're tied at 1. Top of the 6th inning, you have Lean, Hill, and Escobar. Here is Lean. High pop fly, center field, and 1 out. In the 6th inning. And Hill hitting .306. Rick Porcello, 76 pitches. Doesn't get that. They were trying to bunt really quickly to get on. That'll be on the ground. They pick it up. Long throw and an out, 2 outs. That's going to be 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. And here's Escobar hitting .250. On the ground should be 4-3, and it is. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The score Toronto 1, Detroit 1. Bottom of the 6th, Avila, Ordonez, and Santiago. So Alex Avila, the catcher. High pop fly. And catch. 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. You just never know. Here's Ordonez. John Roush is in. He's the new pitcher. He's 2-1, 4.12 ERA, strikeout 35, walk 21, 76 hits, giving up 34 earned runs. With the 34 home runs, you better have trouble. Ordonez is 1 for 2. Struck him out, and that's going to be 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, only 2 hits all day for Detroit, one by Ordonez. First one of the day, Ramon Santiago, second base. Hit him. It hit him. So they put him on. Santiago can run. Here's Ing at 2:33. 0 for 1 today with 2 outs. The pitch. Oh, this is deep to left field, and this one is gone in the first row. And this one is a huge home run by Brandon Ing. 359 yards. Oh, is it huge? And here in Detroit, they know it's really big. It was a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs, and he hit a 2-run home run. It might have saved their season. Adam Everett. So here's Adam Everett now, 2 outs. Roush giving up that home run. Everett to left field. This one is back, this one again, but not the distance.
.4 mode.
Testing. All right. So, I don't know what the heck that was. I'm getting used to this microphone. And right now, sorry about that. End of the sixth, so we got to take a look at the games where we take a look here. The out-of-town scoreboard is very important. Kansas City losing to Cleveland. That's huge. Texas is beating Baltimore. That's very big. Arizona beating Atlanta. Very, very big there. New York beat Minnesota. Minnesota's reeling. Kansas City and Baltimore, if they lose, they're just handing Minnesota everything. They are. And other games, I mean, Florida and St. Louis. There it is. St. Louis holds on. A 6-2 win over Florida. That is gigantic. And now, here's Rajai Davis. Base hit. They're down 2-1 here in the top of the seventh. And a big base hit by Rajai Davis. So top of the seventh inning, Arencibia. JP Arencibia, the catcher. He's 0 for 1. No, they throw to second. He's going to steal second easily. And there it is. It's his 49th stolen base. So Davis is just looking good. Laurie has 36. They steal a lot. Arencibia, nobody out. Now he's on second. Deep to left field. And that one is gone. And Toronto has a 3-2 lead. Arencibia, a 376 two-run home run. And he's tied the game up, actually. He's even that we thought it was 3-1 Detroit was a big deal. Now we're tied and there's not even an out. Porcello with 90 pitches. He's struggling. Here's Laurie now. And they walk him. And boy, Detroit is melting down in this inning. 2 runs and a walk with nobody out. Eric Thames, 1 for 3. That'll be on the ground. 4, 6. No, it's a 3-6-3 as 4 is just standing there. 1 out. It just went 3-6 right there. Bautista. 1 out, top of the 7th. 1 for 3 in a day. Base hit in here. They go past second. He's going to third. And it's going to be first and second now for Toronto. So first and second. With 1 out, Encarnacion now 0 for 3. Big trouble for Detroit. Encarnacion down. It's an error. It would have been a double play to end the inning, but it's an error, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. Everett. Oh, Everett, Adam Everett with a huge error. Would have ended it. And now 1 out, top of the 7th, Adam Lean. With Thames in sacrifice position. High and deep to center field. They're going to get an out. Will he score? They bring it in. The throw. All the way in. They're going to score, and Toronto has a lead. So it's 4-3. And here's Hill. Aaron Hill 0 for 2. On the ground. And unassisted. 5 unassisted touches third. 7th inning stretch. Unbelievable comeback. Bottom of the 7th, Jackson, Damon, and Cabrera. John Roush, we thought he was a goat. Giving up that 2-run home run, but right now he gets a chance to redeem himself. A 4-3. Struck him out, and that's going to be 1 out. So we're in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Johnny Damon. He's walked all 3 times he's been up. And that's why a deep hit to right field. They don't walk him now. He'll touch all 4 bases. And Detroit is tied the game at 4. They decide to pitch to him. They walked him 3 straight times. And they pitched to him, and we are tied at 4 here in the bottom of the 7th. That's incredible. And Detroit in a huge game. New Octavio Dotel. Roush is gone. Dotel comes in. 3.10 ERAs, 5-4. Strikeout 38, walk 10. Here's Cabrera 0 for 2. Bottom of the 7th inning. I'll be on the ground. They pick it up. They throw to first. They get him. 2 outs. Unbelievable. Here's Ryan Rayburn, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Struck him out, and that's it. We go to the 8th, and now we're tied at 4. Eighth inning now. Escobar, Davis, and Rencibia. So here's Yunel Escobar. That's going to be a base hit, so they're all trying to get that run here in the 8th. Oh, what a big game. This is pressure. If Toronto wins, Toronto's at least up by 2 on Detroit. It'll all be about Texas and what they would do. Here's Cooper. David Cooper. He's a pinch hitter. Jose Valverde is the new pitcher. He's 4-2, 2.45 ERA. He just gave up that hit. Valverde, there it is to right field, and a base hit. So 2 on with nobody out, and Detroit is having trouble. Nobody out here, and this is big. This is Arencibia. Remember, he hit that 2-run shot last time he was up in the 7th inning. Helped with that 3-run inning by Toronto. So nobody out, 2 on, nobody out. Pitch. Jammed him, but he gets a base hit. And right now, Dotel hasn't gotten anybody out, and they're going to throw home, and they're going to give up a run. It's 5-4, and Toronto has a lead again. And a new pitcher. Brett Lawrie is the DH, but Jose Valverde, no, he's still in. Brett Lawrie is the DH, 1 for 3. This is big, nobody out. That'll be on the ground. And he airs it. That's another error. Another big error. And that's a huge error. I think they're going to call that a hit, and they are. I can't believe it. Santiago sort of looked like he booted that, but he just couldn't get a handle on it. 5-4, bases loaded, nobody out. Here's Thames. 1 for 4 today. Valverde hasn't gotten anyone out yet. Struck him out, and Thames sits down. 1 out. This is big. So here's Bautista. 2 for 4. 1 out. High and deep to left field. Will it be enough? It will be caught. And they're going to throw home. He's going to score. It's going to be 6-4. It is quiet here because people know what's going on. And here's Encarnacion, 0 for 4 today. Edwin. High pop fly, center field. And underneath, the catch is made. It's 6-4 now. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Avilio Ordonez and Santiago. Alex Avila. Struck him out, 1 out. Nobody on. Detroit is really worried. If Detroit loses this game, they're down by 2 with 5 to go. Making a must win for tomorrow. And here's Brandon Bosch, the pinch hitter. So Dotel to Bosch. High and deep to center field. Maybe they get one back, and it is... What is it? Gone! It's a home run. It was hard to see at that angle, but it's now 6-5. So Brennan Bosch hits it 418 feet. And Detroit gets one back. That's what they wanted. Cut it in half. Cut it in half. So Santiago. Ramon Santiago 0 for 2. And that'll be ripped to right field and a base hit. So Dotel. And he'll go to second. Santiago will go to second and he's safe. So 1 for 2, a home run, 2 RBIs. And bottom of the 8th, 1 out. Here it is. Dotel to Ing. Struck him out. And now there's 2 outs. This is big. The tying run is on second at Santiago. Here's Carlos Guillen. He's a pinch hitter. 266, 5 home runs, 40 RBI. This is really, really big. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. The pitch. Hard hit. And it gets past them. They're going to tie the game up. They're coming home. And they will tie it up. And it is a 6-6 game. An incredible game. Tied at 6. And here's Jackson now. 2 outs. He's 0 for 4 today. Dotel having trouble. The pitch. On the ground. Should be able to get it. Picks it up. They throw to first. They get it. And that's it. We go to the 9th inning. The score Toronto 6, Detroit 6. Joel Zamaya's in, top of the 9th inning. Zamaya, you can't get a save at home when there's a tie score. So, Joel Zamaya, he can get a win. He has all these saves. How many saves does he have this year? He has 42. There will not be a save today. 6-6. Detroit has tied it up. Lane, McDonald, and Escobar. So Zamaya is into Adam Lane, the left fielder. This is a big 9th inning. A very big one. High and a base hit. So a big base hit to center field. And 1 on with nobody out. This is gigantic in the playoff series. McDonald now. John McDonald, second base. There's the bunt. They're going to pick it up. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to first. They get the out. So now they have a runner on second with 1 out. So runner on second with 1 out. Lane will be on second. He doesn't have great speed, but he's the only thing they got. Scott Pasednik, he's a pinch hitter. First time up today, only 92 at-bats all year. Joel Zamaya, 6 pitches, 1 out, and leaned on second. They walk him. They walk Pasednik, and it'll be first and second. A huge, huge game. Mike McCoy, center field, only 13 at-bats all year. Hitting .308, your whole season might be on Mike McCoy. Zamaya, the pitch to McCoy. Struck him out, and that's going to be 2 outs. And they get him down. So now 2 outs, top of the 9th inning. Arencibia, he's 2 for 3, a home run, 3 RBI. He's hot today. The 2-out pitch. Base hit up the middle, they got to score. They go around third. What are they going to do? They throw home. He's coming home. They should be able to take the lead. They do. It's 7-6 Toronto. 3 for 4 in a day. An unbelievable day by Arencibia. Brett Laurie 2 for 4, but unbelievable. Toronto with the lead. Zamaya couldn't keep the save. High pop fly and underneath. Who's going to take it? It's going to be the shortstop, and he'll take it 3 outs. Well, Detroit's got one more half inning, or else they are really, really toast. So Casey Jansen now. Casey Jansen coming in for a save. Casey Jansen on the year has 30 saves. He's 10-8. 198 ERA, almost 3 times as many strikeouts as walks. 55 hits, only giving up 16 earned runs, and this is it. Damon has walked 3 times. The time he didn't walk was a home run. Bottom of the 9th, nobody out. This is big. Here it is, the pitch. On the ground, and base hit. So Johnny Damon gets on, and they're going to limit it to a single. So he has 3 rocks, a home run, and a single. He's on first. Here's Miguel Cabrera, 0 for 3 today. 7-6 Toronto leads. They have a 1-game lead in the standings. 6 games to go. They're trying to get a 2-game lead with 5 to go. The pitch to Cabrera. That'll be on the ground. It could be a double play. 6 are just going 6-3. And that annoying walk-up music is absolutely annoying. That's going to be 1 out. Ryan Rayburn 1 for 4. Casey Jansen 9 pitches already. They go to Rayburn. High and deep to right field, and it will not go. It's a line drive, 2 outs. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. And here's Avila. Alex Avila, 0 for 4. Bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. And it gets away, but he's just going to go to third. Two outs. So here we go, 2 outs. Avila, the catcher, 0 for 4. Jansen. Casey Jansen. The pitch to Avila. 2 outs. Runner on third. So much riding on the pitch. The pitch to Avila. Struck him out. That's it. And Toronto wins. They go up 2 games with 5 to go. A huge win. If they would have got a base hit. Detroit needed this game to be tied to assure themselves. But they didn't assure themselves. And right now, this is very tough. Very, very tough for Detroit. Now they go down big time. They lose 7-6. They go down 2 games with 5 to go. Taking a look at the order for Detroit, Johnny Damon was unbelievably good. I would say give him player of the game. Arencibia got player of the game. Damon was really good. He was the only one with multiple hits. 2 for 2 and 3 walks. On the other side, Bautista 2 for 4. Laurie 2 for 5. Lane 2 for 4. But Arencibia 3 for 4. He scored 2 runs himself. He had 4 RBI. He walked once, so he was successful 4 times out of 5 trips. He struck out once. It was his only out. But that was big. Toronto has won 3 in a row. What a story for Toronto. Jansen gets the save. The loss is Zamaya, who gave up that run, and that was huge. Taking a look right now, we're going to save everything and file save. We're going to take a look at the everything right now. So 5 games to go. Let's take a look. The Reds win, but the Cardinals, a huge win. They're only 3 back of the Marlins. Atlanta wins. Only 1 back Arizona and Florida. They're hot at the right time. The Mets win. A 3-run home run in the bottom of the inning. They can't get 100 wins. San Francisco 3-2 over San Diego. A 2-run 7th inning. And the Phillies won. So that really tightens everything unbelievably. In the American League, the Twins lost, but Kansas City loses to Cleveland. Toronto beats Detroit. Baltimore beats Texas. So Baltimore now they're down 5 with 5 to go. Kansas City's down 4 with 5 to go. So it's tough. Minnesota's not playing good, but they're going to have to get in there. Boston, 12-2 the loss, and that really hurts Boston. That really hurts. I mean, they're 4 behind with 5 to go, so they're pretty much out of it. Oakland loses to Washington, so they might get caught by Toronto if they're not good. Milwaukee does their point and wins 17-3. So when you take a look really quickly at the home, you see Larry Walker winning so far the batting average. Home runs, Bob Horner. There you can see everything to that effect. That's what we're looking at so far. And then when you take a look at the pennant chase, first of all, let's take a look at the regular season. So New York has won the league. Minnesota's very close at winning the league. They're not playing well at all. They lost 3 straight. Baltimore's won 4 straight, but they would have to win out and Minnesota lose out and then play for the league championship. Kansas City is just, if they would have won that too, it would be down to a 2-game lead. But they didn't. Starting in the National League, New York has won. Florida, San Francisco, and Arizona are all tied for 2nd. And a game back for 5th is Philadelphia and Atlanta. St. Louis is now only 2 back, so it is tightening tremendously. I mean, you're going to have, you take a look, there's 1 game separating 5 teams for 4 playoff spots, with Philadelphia being the 5th team. St. Louis is down there. That's incredible. Everybody is clumped up there, and it's a tough thing. In the American League, so Minnesota, Kansas City, and Baltimore are in. Oakland, Toronto are fighting for playoff spots. Detroit, Toronto is 5th. Now, Oakland, I mean, Toronto might catch Oakland, but we're talking about playoff spots, so Texas loses and Detroit loses and Toronto wins. So Toronto leads by 2 with 5 games to go. And that is big. They lead by 2, 5 games to go. It's the same deal tomorrow. It is tomorrow, Florida and who is it? So tomorrow, Arizona and Atlanta. And we'll be in Atlanta for that game. That'd be one heck of a game. Arizona and Atlanta. Wow, so much on the line. So much on the line tomorrow, Arizona and Atlanta. They're an early game. That's it for today. Have a great day. We'll see you then.